Once upon a time, in Storybook Ending, the speakers watched John Noble's livestream of a forged video showing Margie breaking the door to his real estate office while Tab stole from him. Quick to react, Viola used her own magic to make the video seem more obviously faked, dealing with the threat in one fell swoop. Back to business as usual, Viola opened the library up only to have the previously magical copy of Robin Hood get stolen by a child. The child ran it into the forest. Despite Jojo catching the kid pretty quickly, the book was nowhere to be found. Viola went to call Margie to let her know of what was going on. Meanwhile, Tabs talked to Eagle about their magical connection, and Tabitha's magic acting strangely around the antagonist. They cast Fade again, and found it still felt odd. Together with the crow, the fox left the lazy dog in search of answers. Hello and welcome to Storybook Ending. My name is Loxley, I'm your keeper of stories, and I use they, or they/them pronouns. With me today is Addie.
Hi, I'm Addie. I play the character Margie, and we both use she/her pronouns.
I also have Danny with us.
Hi, my name is Danny. I use she/her pronouns, and I'm playing Viola Thomas, who also uses she/her pronouns.
And lastly, we have Killian.
Hi, I'm Killian. I use they/them pronouns, and I play Tabitha, who uses he/they pronouns.
We open on a sidewalk in the suburbs of Fox Jumps. One Margie Gloucester, mayoral candidate for the small town, walks past the cheerful homes with a pep in her step. A lot has been going on for her. We see shadows and heists, faux Fox therapists, and forged Instagram livestreams. But so far, she and the other speakers have come out on top. She sees her destination for this suburban jaunt, the house of a co-worker, a postal service worker who was MIA for a while. What she does not see is the figure exiting the home across the street. She doesn't see this figure notice her, doesn't see them successfully try to avoid her gaze. Instead, she focuses on her mission. Tell me, what does Margie do?
She rings the doorbell, waits for it to, do the whole shebang, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes, Annabella, it's me, Margie. Just wanted to check in on you. Are you alright? And she just waits for a response.
Yeah, I think you hear some kind of clattering coming from inside the house, and you hear, "Oh, hold on!" And then a moment later, the door opens just a crack, and you can see that there's like one of those chain locks in addition to the deadbolt. And Annabella peeks out at you. She has bags beneath her eyes. She looks like she hasn't really slept much lately. In the couple of weeks since you saved her from the Fableverse, which is my informal name for it, and I just realized I called it that on air. Anyways, she looks kind of rough from what you can see in the crack of the door. She says, "Oh, thank God, Margie, it's you. I was afraid it was. Oh, well, never mind that. Hold on." And she closes the door, unlatches it, and opens the door for you to come on in.
And Margie goes in, and she's like, by the way, I am the real Margie. We were trapped in a book, and there was giant mice. Mices, yes.
Yeah, Margie, I know.
Just saying, because
We were...
of course, I just want to comfort you, dear. Like make you comfortable. I'm sorry. This is awkward. How are you, dear?
She gives a kind of halfway manic chuckle. I'm surviving, Margie. It's good to be home. It's good to be back in a normal world without those giant mice and the wolf and oh God, Margie, I still see them every time I close my eyes, and I can feel the shadows watching me, Margie.
And at the shadow mention, Margie kind of perks up at that and just goes, "How about we sit down? Sorry, I don't mean to host in your own house. I just shadows, you said?"
Oh.
And she heads towards the living room because she's already visited.
Well, visited is a strong word. You notice that, similar to last time, the house is in a bit of a messy state. Not quite fallen into disrepair entirely, but definitely not as clean and tidy as you knew Annabella to be pre-Fable. But she kind of plops down on the couch next to you and puts her head in her hands. She says, "Well, yeah, the shadow person. They were in the Fable, and I know they're not here in Fox Jumps, but goddamn if I don't think I see them every time I turn the corner, or it gets dark, or out of the corner of my eye. It's really been weighing on me."
"Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry." Margie kind of reaches out to pat Annabella on her shoulder, but she does it really slow, so Annabella can like move away if she doesn't want it.
Yeah, don't want to startle her.
Yeah.
Annabella does not move away or anything. She does seem kind of comforted.
"Annabella,
Yes, Margie.
seeing that this place is rather big, would you like to stay at the Lazy Dog just to get acclimated? Really up to you, but I figured I'd just offer since it can be quite lonely and scary a little bit, to be alone after the experience you've had. I know that, being able to converse with Tabitha and Viola about my strange and magical experiences has been a lifesaver, for me at least."
Damn, that is not where I thought that was going, but that's really sweet. Annabella seems kind of surprised, and at first kind of I don't know about this, but you keep talking, and she seems to sort of soften to the idea. She says, I don't know, I'd hate to be a burden, but it has been lonely. Even before the Fables, I mean, I knew everyone, but I didn't really. You know how it is, Margie. Being a male person is. You talk to everyone, but you never really meet them. You know.
Oh, if you really want to meet them, well, do it at a Lazy Dog. That's where everybody goes.
Oh, I guess that's true. With your bartending, you probably get to know a whole different side of people.
Especially now that I'm running for mayor.
Oh, I'm so impolite. I did not even ask how that's going. I'm so sorry. I've just been so wrapped up in my own. Oh,
Don't even worry about it, dear. My mayoral campaign is really none of your concern, unless, you've had a lot going on, and the election isn't for a few months. You have plenty of time to catch up. It's okay. And Margie wants so badly to tell Annabella about the shadows. She's like, fuck. Maybe when she's more calm, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now it's not time and place. Margie's learning that. Time and place.
Character growth. Hell yeah. I think she sort of, like I said, is sort of comforted. And do you talk about anything in particular from here, or did you have something specific you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Now have people been harassing you? I noticed that chain on your door. Well, I'm sure you've already put two and two together, but I did come across. I stopped by when you weren't here just to check in on you, and that chain wasn't there when I was checking.
Oh, I mean, none of the people in town have really been messing with me. It's just I know it's And she sort of puts her head back in her hands, and she looks really somberly at the coffee table in front of her. And she says, I know it's just paranoia, but I feel their eyes on me everywhere I go. I spent so long in there, Margie. And I know it's not real and they're not here, and even if they were, they wouldn't come after me, but I just can't get over it. I've thought about seeking help. I heard one of my grocery trips, Edward mentioned that he's seeing a new therapist. Do you think that's a good idea?
I think the best idea is to really talk about this to someone who truly understands. So I'm more than happy to be a listening ear, Annabella. In my experience, it's not the best idea to deny how you feel and tell yourself that it's not real. I'm faking. That's not helpful. That's not proactive.
I think Annabella looks at you kind of appraisingly. She says, well, dang, Margie. Mail person, taco truck owner, bar owner. You're gonna have to add a psychiatrist on top of that, too. You can do it all. Oh, and mayor. Goodness gracious.
Oh, that's really sweet of you to say, Annabella. Really, though, it's just based on my experience. That's what I have found helpful, and I have no qualms about sharing it with everyone.
Oh, thank you, Margie. You're a good friend. You're a good friend. Sorry, that was just me.
I'm literally talking about my accent right now in chat. It's evolved past Coolidge. Like, I don't know what this is anymore.
She thinks for a second. She just says, Margie, it is weird. I know. Have you been going door to door with the whole mayoral thing?
I haven't. I've been hosting town jumps because, well, I just think it's more efficient. But I can't do the door to door thing. I might have to consider that the next time I'm en route.
No, I just and she kind of peeks out the window. She's got blackout curtains, but she kind of pulls the curtain back and peeks out, and she says, I've been seeing your opponent going around, but it, like, door to door, but he ain't just stopping by and saying hello. He's actually going in the homes and doing something in there. I don't know. I don't trust that John Noble fella.
Well, he hasn't stopped by my place yet. And she rolls her eyes at that. But I'll keep that strategy in mind, Annabella. I appreciate you letting me in the know.
Yeah, just keep an eye on him, all right? He's a real snake.
Margie gets this look on her face, this considering look on her face. Now, obviously, you don't have to tell me a single thing, but in your days of delivering mail to John Noble, because he's never on my route, and I assume for good reason, have you noticed anything peculiar? It's probably illegal.
Oh goodness, now I have to decide stuff about where John Noble actually lives. She says, I mean, well, when I deliver to the castle, it's just, Gwen takes the delivery. She's a real sweetheart, I don't know why she works for him. And then I don't usually make the trip out to his actual, his house, since that's a little bit out of the way. But what do you mean peculiar? Did something happen with him?
Well, so I have magic. Viola has magic. Tabitha has magic, yes. But, we just sort of woke up one day and had it. But that appear to be the case with John Noble, so I was just wondering if there was just something, I don't know, vintage, ancient, as old as our town's history that you may have noticed.
Uh,
I'm just curious about the source of his magical powers, is all.
he has what? And maybe you stop and think about it, and she definitely wasn't at the town hall, I don't think. Unless I specifically said she was, in which case, oops.
Oh, I don't think she was. I think she like straight up went home and just did not appear again until this
Yeah.
very moment.
I don't think she has been seen much around town since she got back. So it maybe makes sense that she wouldn't have gotten news. Because the John Noble magic reveal at the town hall was only like 2 days ago, I think.
Mhm.
2 or 3. So Annabella looks shocked by the whole, oh yeah, John Noble has magic. I was just wondering, you know. She says, John Noble has magic.
Yes, he debuted it at the town hall meeting I called 2 days ago, and one of his first tricks was to give himself a crown. So,
Oh, no, that sounds like him.
peculiar.
Yeah.
And Margie's kind of just like shrugging. She has her hands up like Troy Bolton, just like, yeah, that happened.
Incredible. I know, I see exactly in my mind's eye, like crystal clear, exactly what you mean. She says, no, I haven't delivered anything too peculiar. Do you think he... Huh.
And Margie just shrugs again and she goes, "This the history of this town and magic and mysterious disappearances and you somehow like was the book delivered to you before you went in? Of course, you don't have to tell me if that's just too much to think back on. I do say you're right. I do a lot. We're gonna add mystery solver onto that list of things I do.
Yeah, and she gets this kind of faraway look in her eyes. And she says, no, I never really interacted with the copy of Aesop's Fables. And she kind of swallows hard and she says, I just was delivering that shipment of old books to the library. And then that's when things got all weird and I was wrapped up in shadows and this like endless void of darkness. And she takes a deep breath. I just and you know the rest. I was in the Fables for a couple months and then you all came and got me and but no, I never actually really saw the book until I was inside of it.
Margie sighs and she goes, "Well, that's that, I suppose." And she gets up and, well, if you want to stay at the Lazy Dog for some time, just give me a call and I'll help you move some things around, okay? And I can, and she, do we ever name the post office manager
Stan.
Stan?
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to Stan yet, honey?
Oh no. I mean he called a couple times. I don't know. I'm ready to get back to work. I've been taking my sick leave. You know, I had so much built up and
Oh,
I
yes,
just don't feel like I can really. I mean, even just going to the general store has been a struggle.
Margie nods. Would you like me to update Stan on how you're doing?
I mean, I don't want him to worry. Yeah, sure, Margie. I know you have a way with words. You'll be better at it than I am. I'm sure I'll be able to return soon. I just need to get back on my feet.
And Margie just pats Annabella's shoulder again. And she's like, well, take care, honey.
You too, Margie.
And Margie leaves.
Yep, and you hear the locks click behind you. Well, hey there. Thanks for listening to Storybook Ending. Let's see, the flag is up on your mailbox. Did you want to send out a rating and review with me? Just address it to Storybook Ending on the podcatcher of your choice, and I'll get it where it needs to go. Otherwise, the shadows might get you. You know, delivering letters via the Fox Jumps Postal Service is all well and good, but word of mouth is the best way to get the message out about the show, so make sure to tell your friends and family. Oh, here's the town newsletter. Just gives you the rundown on the town hall meeting taking place in the actual place. That's a Discord server with a community of actual play shows, creators, and fans, where you can talk about this podcast with the cast and other listeners. Looks like your next delivery of an episode should arrive May 28th, so enjoy this episode, and y'all come back now, you hear? I think not much later, unless, were you doing anything, like, immediately after?
No.
Okay. Not much later, you get a call from Viola, and we are up to date with where we left off with Viola's scene last episode.
Ooh.
As Viola was on the edge of the woods about to look for the book in the forest.
Okay.
So Viola calls Margie.
Mm-hmm.
And Margie picks up. Yoo-hoo!
Margie, hey!
The most in character.
I need an attention breaker, okay?
Yeah, no, you're right. I got a little heavy.
Oh,
good. Margie, hey, it's Viola. I'm about to go into the forest, and I was wondering if you could come join me.
Come join you? Why are we going back in the forest? I'm running for mayor.
I'm sorry, I don't see the connection there. But a kid came in and stole a book from the library and ran off into the forest with it and then came back without it. And I'm a little bit concerned because it was the Robin Hood book.
Golly. And then she gets a considering look on her face. She's like, hey, what if I can get this Robin Hood guy to be on my side? Anyways, she doesn't voice that.
Gosh.
How do we lose Robin Hood?
The kid stole the book, and so I'm trying to get it back. The book didn't feel magic anymore, but...
Oh my goodness.
But this kid, I've seen him around, and I feel like he probably sold it to someone, or got paid to take it, so...
Sold it in the forest? Fucking up. You know, it's moments like these that I really consider... God, what's the word?
Sterilization?
Racing down everything.
Oh my god. Destroying it all.
Start anew.
Salt the earth.
Fortunately for everybody, including myself, my impulse control is better than that. I suppose I'll search the forest with you. My goodness. How am I supposed to be taken seriously?
Yeah.
I'll meet you there. I'll meet you. Which entrance are you at? Do you happen to know? But the one by the library?
Yeah, the one that's not too far from the police station.
All right, I'll meet you there. And Margie hangs up, and oh God, which truck is she taking today? Her Chevy, her taco.
Take the taco truck.
Hell yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Always take the taco truck.
Can't go wrong with the taco truck.
Oh, that's right.
I think then we see the taco truck driving past as Tabs walks out of the Lazy Dog with Eagle on his arm. And you two just kind of do that. You know that Umbrella Academy meme with the two people in the cars looking at each other like, huh? As they pass by. We see that with the
Yes.
two, with Margie and Tabs.
Yeah.
Eagle is also there.
And Margie stops the taco truck and kind of leans out the window. Get in, kid! We got a Robin Hood to hunt. Again.
We're hunting Robin Hood? Oh, alright, I shouldn't ask questions. They will get into the car.
Yeah, and you meet again, it's such a walkable town, but you drive like 2 blocks down and meet with Viola at the edge of the forest.
Who probably saw you getting into the truck.
Pretty much.
Every second counts, Viola!
I just imagine the engine revving down those 2 fucking feet.
We are not on the clock!
Oh goodness. All right. The 3 of you trek into the forest then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think you get a less than positive sense of familiarity, we'll say, as you all head into the forest. This time without a scarecrow and a cowardly accountant and all that.
Mhm.
But you do have Eagle with you, so that's something.
And the authorities do know that we're headed there, so
Yep.
if we disappear, Jojo knows where to start looking.
Yeah. When you just if you disappear. Just don't touch any mysterious books and you'll be fine. You won't get sucked into any more. Probably.
Oh god.
I'm kidding. Okay, what does the search look like? Are you spreading out? Are you looking for people? Are you just looking on the ground? What does this look like, Viola, as you kind of lead this hunt?
I think she's looking around to see if there are any signs of people. So like looking sort of at eye level to see if there's a person, but also looking at the ground, seeing if she can like do anything to track the kid where he went.
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll me a check here. I do think it is going to be a hard difficulty because it's like midsummer. There's not a whole lot of I don't think it's rained recently. There's not a whole lot that would leave lots of tracks, but I think there's still a chance you could pick up on something.
I mean, the kid was running, so it's not like he was being careful not to leave anything. There's gonna be like broken twigs and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just think it's not going to be as obvious as it could be with, if there was mud or a bunch of leaves leaving a trail. So you're rolling. I could never guess what you're going to roll.
I mean, reason feels like something that she would do.
Yeah.
She's using logic to try and look for the stuff that would be a track, some hint.
I swear, at this point, Sherlock Holmes is going to come to life and you're going to outwit him with your 6th reason.
I'm okay with that.
Power play.
But I am starting to put points into other things too, but I needed to max that out because that is Viola's entire basis.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so
roll your 6d6 and try to hit a 6.
I got a 5.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. Okay.
Almost.
I think it's weirdly hard to find anything. Like, this kid was sprinting through the woods, as far as you could tell. There should be something here. Broken branches, stepped on twigs.
Which in itself tells me something.
Yeah, it's weird that it seems so obscured. But you don't find any trace as to where this kid went. From the timing, I mean, your velocity spell slowed you down, but he could not have gotten too far.
Mm-hmm.
Which implies that either the book is nearby or there was some other force taking the book away from the kid at some point.
Well, there should be something here. And there's not. So I feel like there's something else going on.
And we're sure that you lost the book here?
I didn't lose the book. The kid stole it, ran into the forest, Jojo chased him, came back out with the kid, but no book.
My apologies.
No, I understand it. Semantics, but the point is that the book was in the kid's possession when he went into the forest, but not when he came out. So somehow it left his possession in the forest.
Have we ruled out doppelganger, changeling? I've been doing some research.
We have not, but even if it was a doppelganger or a changeling, the thing that came out did not have the book. So the book is in the forest. Or was in the forest.
He ate it. No, sorry, that's stupid. Eagle says, what if he ate the book?
That is an interesting option, but it was a rather large book. I don't think he had enough time to eat it.
I don't know, I've eaten some pretty large worms. Sorry, I'm not being helpful.
I appreciate your input, Eagle, but I don't think that's the case this time.
Not very helpful in this scenario. Could Tabs try to cast a spell to find it? Like a new spell?
Yeah, what does he cast?
I kind of want to cast a new one.
Ooh, ending the session with a new spell.
Just more intent on, like, searching.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
What do you want to cast the spell with?
That's what I'm hung up over. This feels like the part in a video game where it's like, save before you continue further. So I almost want to be like, fuck it, go wild, and daring just like run headlong into it.
I don't know why you would think that, but daring for sure could work here if you're.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm turning into Eagle slowly, Animorph style.
We'll use daring, I think.
Okie dokie.
So that's 46. I got some letters.
Ooh.
Could be worse. 15 letters.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for suggestions?
Always.
Okay.
Don't.
Just don't. Come on, come on, guys. And the goal of the spell is to find the book specifically, right?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, I do love me a misspelling.
Right?
It's so narratively fun. Locat.
Oh. Look at.
Locat. Locat vibes, study and relax too.
Okay.
What are you thinking so far?
I do like locate, like the misspelling without the E.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I have an idea of what could happen there. So you want to go with locate misspelled?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go wild. Let's go crazy.
Let's go crazy. What does the spell look like as you daringly misspell locate?
Oh, I kind of want to say, okay, my first thought was like the magic from the pouch, like kind of leaping from it and doing like little fox paws along the ground where like the magic touches as though there's like a little invisible animal going through the woods after something, you know?
That's cute.
But it's not gonna be cute after what you do to it.
Oh, I'm teeking all over the place these days. Yeah, I think the magic leaps out and forms these little paw prints as if an invisible fox was running through the forest. And you start following after them, and it leads deeper and deeper into the forest in a worryingly familiar direction.
Oh, God.
And then as you start to get deeper into the forest, and you've been walking for a couple minutes now, or running or whatever, you notice as you're watching these golden paw prints on the ground that they start to get dimmer and dimmer. Not like they aren't showing up as much. The color itself is darkening, as if being overtaken by shadow. And Eagle squawks, "Oh, there's that feeling again!" And
I'm gonna cry.
you look up and you see where the fort should be, the rubble of the fort that you destroyed with your misspelled vine spell, Hey, misspelling, bringing back around. It's narrative parallelism or whatever. That's fun. You see a shadowy fortress, and I mean shadowy as in made of shadow. And that's not the only weird thing you see, because you do also see a figure in a fine suit kneeling at a pitch black, like Vanta Black times 10 altar in the middle of the fort. Kneeling at this altar with a copy of J. Walker McSpain's Robin Hood in hand. And the book is consumed by shadow.